Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Okay, so some interesting news. We know about Josh Brent possibly violating his parole and stuff, and has to surrender himself. But we have some Randy Gregory news. Apparently, Randy Gregory is intending on applying for reinstatement over the course of the next 8 to 10 days or so, to petition the NFL to be able to work out in training camp. The interesting thing on this situation is we still don't know exactly what the suspension was for. Understand that when you're into the program, because you failed the drug test, in the past, if you don't show up for a test, and they're random, and you basically are tested on a regular basis several times a month, it counts as a failed test. So for all we know, what may have happened is that Randy Gregory missed a test, and they said, you know what, you've been in the program and all that, we're going to suspend you indefinitely. Now, for him to go ahead and apply for reinstatement, that says that he has not failed, since he's been on the commissioner's list there, another test. And it may be like we did last year, where they've gone through, the players and things have come together and said, listen, this is the best place for him. If your end goal is to really help the young man get over his addiction or dealing with the mental issues and things like that, the best place for him to deal with it is actually being with his teammates that are going to be able to help keep him on the straight and narrow and having something to focus on. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with this petition. We know we're 20 days away from the team heading out to Oxnard for training camp, so there's a sense of urgency that he wants to be there. Now, knowing that the NFL suspended Rico Gathers for his pleading guilty to having drug paraphernalia in the stop from last year, it would be hard to believe that the NFL didn't impose some kind of suspension or fine or something in there. I don't believe that they would end up going through and just saying, okay, we're going to reinstate you for the season, we're good. Although, here is the one caveat, because I always say look deeper in the picture and things. Understand that on July 17th, 18th, and 19th, the NFL and the NFLPA are working together to try and pound out a new CBA
with Mr. Jerry
with
Jones.
Jerry Jones leading the NFL's side of the negotiations. I believe that part of the reason why the Zeke Elliott thing was done, where there's no fine or anything like that, is to try and keep the peace and keep from having a lightning rod. In the grand scheme of things, suspending Randy Gregory or having a new CBA, the NFL would rather have that new CBA. So timing may be just right for this situation, where we have the goodwill of the NFL, Jerry Jones, Zeke Elliott, and things like that, to kind of say, Jerry can kind of say, you know what, we're trying to get this deal done. Let's go ahead and just kind of sweep this one under the rug, Roger. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's toss a bone. Let's not put a fly in the ointment. And understand that the NFL has already agreed with the NFLPA to start studying marijuana usage and such. So you might see something break on this, but we'll have to wait and see how that works out. All right, guys. Any more news, we will be sure to bring it to you. I'm Mark Holmes with
Michael Anthony Fitness,
and we'll see you soon.